right, the snowpocalypse or nor'easter came. As you can see, let's turn around. There's lots of snow out here. It's not that bad though. The worst thing about the snow right now is that it was wet and slushy and heavy, and that makes it hard to shovel because there's like a layer of thick, heavy water underneath it, and the top is all white and fluffy because it was raining yesterday at around 8 o'clock, and then it turned to snow. That is the worst type of snow. It is just like heavy in the way and doesn't want to get anywhere but just right in front of you on the ground. So the driveway has been shoveled off, and I got to go to work later. The job is calling, and look at that. There's snow falling off this tree over there. I don't know if we caught that. Maybe we did. But the driveway's cleared off, and I just found out that we're getting another snowstorm on Monday. Whew. Well, welcome to New England. Well, I don't get too serious too often on this vlog, but I think this is actually going to be one of those times. 1 year ago today, while I was at work, I left work and someone at my job died. They were doing what we normally do, and we do some very dangerous things. This person did something that wasn't exactly wise and fell off a balcony and was injured to the point where they did not survive the injuries. I had a coworker who texted me shortly after that to ask me how things were, and she thought I was still at work, and I was then told that someone had been hospitalized. And I later found a link to a news article. There was a short video about it. And several days later, I found out this individual passed away. So the job that I do is not always a safe one. It's not exactly unsafe, but we do have frequent injuries, as common as in many places, and then of course a fatality. So in my time of nearly 20 years doing this, I have watched people be taken away in ambulances. I've had people have to get stitches. Because what we do is work with tools. We work at height, which is really the biggest dangers, is falling. And I found out that a vast majority of injuries or deaths in the workplace are caused by falls. So this doesn't surprise me. This actually falls into the sadly statistically robust area for deaths. So it was interesting too, because that was also a day where I had kind of been given a talking to about some very, very minor safety things. And looking back, I just think of how these managers came after someone like myself. They could have just given me, fix this next time, but they decided to make a big case out of it, and then missed a major problem where someone died. It just shows that their priorities of our upper management are often not really that good. And there's a problem with that, by the way, that when you have a management that can't hurt themselves, they don't have as much incentive to keep workers safe because they're safe. They sit in an office. They don't get on lifts or ladders. They don't work at height. They don't work with electrical power systems. And it's a real issue for me in my industry. And, and a lot of people get hurt and a lot of people have died because what does management care? Now, the nice thing is that we do have some organizations such as OSHA and laws that are trying to protect people, but I watch a lot of it get skirted in the name of getting the job done. So sometimes things are not always safe. So in that sense, I kind of want to call attention to that today because it's an important day for me, being the 1 year anniversary of the death of a coworker. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say with it, but it's one of the reasons why I think I need to get the studio built and make that the concentration of my life. I mean, why continue working for places that don't care about your safety as much as you wish they would, and have to have the heartbreak of knowing that somebody made a momentarily lapse in judgment and then they never get to go home. I mean, it's a terrible way to live your life. So I'm going to keep this short since it's somber and I haven't really done anything that was really like that yet. But I can tell you that in the coming months since this incident a year ago, many, many people walked away from this job. It's such a demoralizing thing to have someone you know and you are working with never show up to work again. And if you've never had that happen, it's pretty awful. Because your work is not something anyone really wants to do. It's kind of like they feel like they have to, and it can just be soul draining. To go to your work every day and have to be reminded of that. So on the 1 year anniversary, I'm hoping things can start to work out better for me personally, and because I can't keep doing this into my 50s. At some point in time, something's going to give out, whether it's me physically or mentally. And that's about it. All right, so like and subscribe. I know this was a downer, but once in a while we have to do something that's not exactly fun and excitement. But I promise you, good times. I promise good times coming up. We have the magic show tomorrow. I'll probably get the vlog up on Saturday. And then we're going to do a cheat day. This is going to be fun because we're going to eat all of the worst food I possibly can. I promise you that the food will be terrible. I'll probably go to McDonald's and get some french fries, and I'll get pizza somewhere. It'll be delicious. All right, so next time, like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.